In downtown Trenton, Tennessee, you will find an unusual mural that covers a lot of historical events in the town's history. In today's look at Trenton, Tennessee mural, we will walk through the history ranging from the first Monday through the Pulitzer Prize winner, Peter Taylor. We will take a look at the mural first, and then we will go into the actual history of why it's found there. The mural was painted by artist Les McDiarmid of Martin, Tennessee. The mural took 4.5 months to complete in 2012. The history of the mural was submitted by Fred Culp, who was a Gibson County historian. Downtown walking tours are available upon request. We will be covering this mural in stages of the history and the topics to give each piece of Trenton's history the ample time it deserves. As usual, we do not rush through our stories due to our desire to be as accurate as possible in our videos and articles. Come along with us as we dive into the history of Trenton, Tennessee. All aboard the Kentucky Tennessee Living Time Machine. Please fasten your seatbelts and keep your arms and legs inside of the vehicle at all times. But to get going, we need your help. We still need to fire up that time machine to transport us. Please help us by clicking on the like, subscribe, and bell notification buttons down below. Not only does this fire up the time machine for our flight back in time, but it convinces the YouTube algorithm that we need a bigger vehicle to reach more people who love history as much as you do. Now, back to our story. The first thing to catch our attention is the large window with reddish pink curtains. We see a bit of whimsy with the mule sticking his head out of a window with a speech bubble saying First Monday. But this mule actually has a history. There were several reasons for the idea of First Mondays. On the first Monday of every month, the circuit judge would hold court to hear cases. Also, a lot of mule and horse breeders would bring their horses and mules to town to sell and to trade. This was also the time of the month that everyone from the county would come to the cities to buy store goods and do bank transactions for the month. Traditionally, bills would also be paid on the first Monday of every month. The biggest first Mondays of the year are in August and laying by time. Laying by time is the time between the last tending of the crops and the harvest. The farmers could do no more to help their crops, and now they had to wait or lay by to see if they were successful or a failure in their gardening that year. Also, inside of the window, we can view two houses. The greenhouse is a representation of the birthplace of Peter Taylor. He was born in 1917 in Trenton, Tennessee, under the name Matthew Hillsman Taylor, Jr. He would later professionally be known as Peter Taylor. Taylor is considered one of the best short story writers of the 20th century. In 1987, Taylor won the Pulitzer Prize for fiction for his collection of short stories called A Summons to Memphis. A lot of his works contain stories from around Trenton. His career spanned from the 1930s through the 1990s. Taylor would pass from this life in 1994. The other house in the window is a representation of the J. F. Booker home. Booker was an early professor at the Rosewald schools. Booker's daughter, Carrie, would marry Dr. J.C.T. Seat, one of the first African American doctors in the area. For many generations, the Bookers have continued to influence the Trenton, Tennessee area. As we scan the far right corner of the mural, we begin our last stop in history. The tax warrant issued to the Mobile and Ohio Railroad catches our eye. This railroad ran through Gibson County and aided in the development of many schools, such as Gibson Court, later renamed Trenton, Dyer Station, later renamed to just Dyer, and Rutherford, Tennessee. The railway was completed shortly before the Civil War. The buildings that are captured in the mural are the mill and the depot buildings that were featured in an illustration by Harper's Weekly in their September 13th, 1862 edition. This illustration was part of an article that talked about the occupation of the Union forces to control and protect the railways of West Tennessee. We hope that you have enjoyed the walk through the history of Gibson County and Trenton, Tennessee, through the eyes of artist Les McDiarmid and historian Fred Culp. Thank you. Kentucky, Tennessee Living would like to thank you for watching our video series on the Trenton, Tennessee historical mural. Don't forget to hit that like button, as the more likes we receive, the more likely YouTube is to suggest our videos to other viewers. Also, to receive notice when we upload a new video, be sure to subscribe and click the bell notification button. Be sure to double check that you are subscribed, as some of our viewers are finding that they are no longer subscribed to our channel. We thank you for continuing to support Kentucky, Tennessee Living as we are discovering the mysteries in Appalachian history.